Just great to be sitting here today, and be playing. So we're definitely, very proud, but not satisfied. We want to get this one this week. Talking about, Friday night's game. The atmosphere was electrifying. I think just our fans just came out and showed out. They were a loud crowd. They were into the game. Our student section was phenomenal. The way they stayed into the game and really affected the game. And it was a good night all the way around, nationally televised. What a great commercial for Jacksonville State University. And we was very excited about the publicity and being nationally televised. And our guys just played their hearts out. I think we played the game the way you're supposed to play it. Beat a good Charleston Southern team. Coach Chatwell, that staff does a great job. Is different what we talked about all week, being different what they do offensively for sure. So. We caught up with it pretty early. The first three series they didn't do a whole lot, but then as the game went on, it really they had some sustained drives, and overall I didn't think our defense played bad. I think we gave up some kickoff return stuff that we got to get corrected this week, and that kind of set them up for 2 scores there. And like I said, offensively, the biggest thing there was just no turnovers. When you play a game like that of that caliber and not turn the ball over and take care of the football, it's just huge, for sure. And we went 2 weeks in a row. I think we turned over once a week before against Chad and had no turnovers this past Friday night, so it was big. And then, offensive line's played really well, and you rush the ball for over, 500 yards. You don't have to throw it a whole lot, but when we threw it, we were very effective. I think had a big third down, throw to Barge on a drive that we scored on, another one to Reuben that we scored on. So we did throw the ball very effectively when we did throw it. Eli's doing a great job of running offense right now and making the reads that make some of the run game possible. And then Tremaine Pope just breaks the single season rushing record. With another 250-yard performance, and to have 2 guys rush back-to-back weeks for over 200 is pretty special deal. And like I said, but it's team effort. I think we just continue making enough plays to continue advancing, and that's what this week will be about. We got a semifinal game to a familiar opponent. We're glad that it's somebody we do know, and we feel like they beat us last year in a great football game. They got a great team, and I think they proved that to us last year. And we didn't play our best though. We turned the ball over 3 times in that game, and those 3 turnovers were big in the game. And I think they had some explosive plays that we got to cut down on. So we're excited about playing. Fans got to show back up, and let's get this thing ready to go on Saturday.
For the 3 players, the game was fun, just like the previous week's game. It's fun, and it's fun to see you guys win. But even with other games to play, did you guys take a few moments to just enjoy the victory, and what did you guys do after the game and the next day?
Oh yes, the game was amazing. We had an amazing crowd. We walked out them doors downstairs. We looked into the crowd, and it was something crazy. It was something special. We soaked it in. We definitely took it in and realized that we had a great victory against a great team. We had fun that night, but the next day it was back to football. We usually don't stay on the victory too long because we know we got another week ahead. And, it's a blessing to be sitting here today, to have another game on this weekend.
Like Eli said, just the overall atmosphere. I take my hat off to the fans, because they make us go. And with that victory, it was a big victory, in front of a crowd like that. And after the game, we celebrated or whatnot. And just the next day, it was all about this week coming up. We had to put that behind us and get ready for another big game this week, and just get our legs back under us and get ready to play this week. So.
Just to piggyback on what they said, the environment was crazy. It's just a blessed feeling to be able to walk out into the best fans, probably in the South, in my opinion. So, just to play in front of that, how can you not get amped up to play? They helped us out, even when we struggled sometimes during the game. For them to have our back, it really helped us out. And I mean, like they said, yeah, we celebrated that night, but the next day, I know for me, I'm on TV, I'm watching North Dakota State, UNI, and then on my phone, I'm watching Sam Houston and Colgate. So, I mean, we you know, we're ready for the challenge that's coming up.
John Connor had a pretty good game after some season-long struggles. How good was it to see that? Was there anything that y'all worked out as far as his motion?
If you figure out how to work it out with a kicker, you let me know. A lot of kicking's mental. Dislike of playing the game. The old coach told me one time that 80% of the game was mental and 20% of it was physical. On longer I coach, that may be 90-10. But it's our team's just bought into what we do and how we play the game, and mentally we're way past that hurdle. But kickers sometimes it's just like a batter in baseball. I mean, or a free throw shooter in basketball. You kind of get in a slump. You got to find a way mentally to get out of that slump. I mean, he can do it. He's a very talented guy. He's got enough leg. He's got all the tools there to be a All-American kicker, and he's just got to mentally go out there and have no conscience, and he struggles with that sometimes. But it was good to see him Friday night. To do that. We've kind of put as much pressure and heckled him in practice as much as we can, and do it in the middle of practice, do it at the end of practice, and make him kick under pressure. And like I said, I think some of that's paying off, and for him to go 3 for 3 field goal wise was huge in the game, because we needed that. Friday night, we're going to need it in this game this week.
How do y'all heckle him in practice?
Oh, they do. They do all kind of stuff to him. They get all up there like they're going to get in his way. They're picking at his socks and laying down in front of him, hollering, screaming, just anything they can do to distract him. It's really not game simulated, really, because ain't nobody going to be around him. But anything we can do to get his mind off of kicking, they're trying to do it. But like I said, it's because everybody knows how important it is, and it's a tough job. I mean, I say it all the time. I mean, heck, Eli misses a read, or bars don't run an exact route, or Junior blows a coverage. You might or might not notice it. But kicker misses one, everybody in the stadium notices it. So it's and a lot of times you only got 1 or 2 chances to do that. Where these guys play 150 snaps a game. You got a little room for error. A kicker has no room for error whatsoever. So it's a tough job. It really is. And like I said, it's good to see him come on and have a night like that. And I think that kind of built some confidence, back in him.
Eli, you were grinning. What have you done to pick on him a little bit?
Oh no, I don't do nothing. That'd be everybody else. It'd be Junior and Josh.
Yeah.
Those guys, they're terrible.
Ruben's probably the worst,
Yeah,
wouldn't you say?
Ruben.
Ruben's probably the team heckler, if we got one, for sure.
Coach, I think he said that it's maybe, I don't know if he said it was easier, but this is at least a little more familiar of a team you're going to be facing on Saturday. Are they a lot similar that you can tell from what you saw last year?
Oh, no doubt. They got the same team back, pretty much. They lost very few guys. They had, probably 18 starters back, or 19 back, so they lost very few. They were young last year, so it's virtually the same team. And, they've got – you knew whoever you was going to play. At this point in time in the semifinals, they're going to have a great team. And, Sam Houston's every bit of that. They're well coached. They're a very disciplined football team. They got weapons on offense. They got a lot of skilled guys that can make plays, and they can make explosive plays. They're the number 1 offense in the country. So we faced the number 2 defense in the country last week, and they're the number 1 offense in the country right now. And so they got some weapons. They really do. They got 2 quarterbacks that can get it done. They got a guy that's from Texas, but he played at UAB last year. That's throwing the football around. He's more of a pocket passer type guy that makes plays. He played every snap against Colgate, and they got the Johnson kid that was, had the game of his life or game of the season last year against us. It's been the starter and conference player of the year at that position. So he can beat you with his legs and his arms. So our defense has got their work cut out for them because they got some weapons, and then defensively they're just very solid. I mean, they're one of the better, if not the best, defenses we played all season long. So it'll be this game will be just like last year. It'll be everything you expected in a playoff game, especially a semifinal game. So I think it comes down to whoever plays the best Saturday, and that's what the fun of this game is the challenge of going out out and performing your best. And I think our guys will be, ready for the challenge, just like their guys will be. It'll be a physical game. It's going to be a hard-fought game, and a game that's going to come down to, probably who turns the ball over and who plays the best in the kicking game and things like that. So, like I said, I think our guys will be well prepared.
Are you planning to see both quarterbacks? I mean,
Oh,
there's no
definitely.
way to know, but
No, definitely. You'll see both. I think Johnson will start for sure, and like I said, Briscoe played really good last week. But I think you'll see both guys as the game goes on. But I think definitely you'll see the starter on Saturday.
Coach, when you've asked your fan base to come out and support your team, it seems like every time you've asked, they've responded. This week, got a little different situation with school being out. Are you still confident the students will, I guess, answer the call?
Well, if we've asked, we're double, triple asking. So we need this place packed, and it's one of the biggest games, if not, it's the biggest game in program history at the FCS level for sure. And so it hadn't been a bigger game than this game. So if you're a Gamecock fan and you're an alumni, get out here and enjoy it. I've said all the time our venue is really good from a fan's perspective. I don't think you can, come to one of our games and not have a good time. I made the challenge to them early in the year. If they came and they didn't like it, I'd give them their money back. I still hold by that. I ain't had nobody ask for the money back yet. So it's an exciting time. These guys are fun to watch play, and it's a special time to be a Gamecock. And I do think our fans will be back. I mean, I know it's getting close to Christmas time, playing on the 19th. I know our kids, our students have been out for, at that point in time, it'd be a week and a half. But, they came last week. They was out of school last week. I think we got our, 2,500, 2,000 to 3,000, students. They're going to show up. I don't care where we play. We go to Alaska and play, and a bunch of them's going to be there. So they're loyal. So I think they'll be there, and, bring somebody with you this week. So it's we got a little more room. We can sell this thing out. So I do think they'll be here.
Junior, last year you were hurt and you get to play against these guys. What does this mean for you?
It's just an overall blessing for me. My heart was kind of hurt last year. I couldn't help the team at all because I was injured. So, they're like a new opponent to me. I never got a chance to face them. So I'm just blessed to go in this game and just have an opportunity to make plays for my team. It's going to be we're going to have a great game on the back end, I think. And, we're just going to have to lock in and just stay focused overall. But I think we're going to have an overall good game, and just an overall blessing for me.